Hi, so this question is button with longest push time. So given a 2D array and you want to calculate the time that has the longest, you want to return the index of the button that took the longest time to push. And if there are multiple buttons that have the same duration, then you want to return a smaller index. So this will be pretty straightforward. So let's just go through this. So for example, the button, button 1 you press for 2 seconds, and then button 2 you press. So the total time is 5. So but initially you already using 2 seconds for button 1. So what you need to do, what you will calculate, the button 2 will be what, 3, and this will be, time will be 4. This time will be 6. And it's 3 and then 1, right? So the longest button to be pressed is this value, right? So this will be represent the index, and you want to, if the duration are the same, you want to return the smallest index. And yeah, that's it. So index represent this guy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have by default for my first index, the first value for index, and then the first duration for my time. That's my current maximum. So I'm gonna say button press equal to, maybe I would say button index is going to be the event at 0, and so button press, that will become the duration. So button duration equal to events 0 and 1. Okay, so what I need to traverse is from index 1 all the way to the ends, and I want to return the button index later, right? And what I need to calculate is going to be the current, so I do have a current, the current time. I need to subtract the previous one, right? So I will have the current button duration, that will become the events at I at 1 minus event at I minus 1 at 1. So that will calculate the duration. So if the current button duration that is longer than the button duration, then you can update the current button duration equal to the current button duration. So you can do this max button duration, and you'll update the index, the button index, that will become the event at current I, right, at 0. Okay, so what happens if they have the same duration? You want to return the smallest, right? So there's a condition using OR, and the idea is if the current button duration is equal to the button duration. So let me move this over. So if they are the same, and the value for what, index event I 0, which is less than the button index, then you will get replaced, right? So if the current button, if the whatever the button index is over here, which is greater than the event I0, which is the current button index, then you will replace to this. So this will be the solution. Yeah, for the time and space, it is pretty straightforward. Space is constant, time is elephant, and n represent the length of the events. So this is the solution. Alright, see you.